What's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. A new kinda like boss monster was revealed yesterday, a couple of days ago. A-vida, the Dual World Crafter. Quite of a strange card. Again, somewhat of a boss monster, huge amount of attack, level 11 if I'm not mistaken. The effect is of course quite good, very similar to Fiber Jar. You know Fiber Jar is that as soon as Fiber Jar is flipped, I believe, yeah indeed, every card should be sent from the graveyard back to the deck, right? And then both players can replenish their hand to draw 5. Well, somewhat different is that this particular card is that as soon as it's special summoned from the hand, you can, or you have to, let's say, target every monster on the field or in the graveyard or face up that's banished, send them back to the deck. So basically, well, resetting the game state, unless of course the spells and the traps in the graveyard or the banished face down monsters. So that makes this card quite decent. Then again, that's where the catch is of this card is that it's quite hard to summon. In theory, it's much easier to summon it. I mean, as soon as either you or your opponent or doesn't really matter in both players' graveyards or on both players' fields, at least 8 or more link monsters with different names are, you know, on the field or in the graveyard, you can drop this beast on your side of the field and then, you know, get the quote-unquote Fiber Jar effect. Kinda, well, very similar to, what is it called, Exodius. Very similar to Exodius, sending back every monster from your graveyard, and in this case from your banished pile, face-up banished pile, back to the deck. Same counts for your opponent. So, but yeah, the small restriction is that as soon as you get that beast on the field and you use the effect, or it doesn't really matter, in the same turn, you can't special summon other monsters. So that's already a big restriction, but it's understandable, again, preventing you from going for a potential OTK after you drop this beast. Anyway, so I believe the standard deck, or the one of the easier decks to make this card or search this card is Orchest, of course. Very similar list as I used like past couple of days. The reason being is Format Skipper. Format Skipper has the ability to search out your beast, your quote-unquote boss monster, your A-vida, again with its searching effect, and on top of that your Format Skipper is basically just a one-card shenanigans into summon sorceress, etc. You know the standard Orchest plays. But again, the problem is, and that's of course the point of the video, is to special summon this guy and try to go for a game eventually, or you know, gain advantage and win with this guy. I mean, it was from the whole day of playtesting, it was super hard to first of all get this guy on the field and, you know, make it useful. Not okay, I can summon it and then, well, that's game, I can't do anything. No, it has to be useful. So a couple of replays already, and here in this case, nope, outside of the fact that it was a search and a potential discard card for, let's say, danger or whatever, nope, nothing more than that. You know, why summon it if I just can do other generic and better stuff? Doesn't make sense, right? So going second this time, and as I mentioned before, the amount of link monsters count for your opponent as well. And then I'm looking at Salamangreat, for example. That's doable, unless of course it's a mirror match, but Orchest versus Salamangreat, getting to that 8 mark, at least 8 different link monsters in both players' graveyard or on both players' fields against Salamangreat, that's definitely possible. Multiple Salamangreat link monsters. I'm looking at the Nightmare Phoenix maybe as well, and I'm looking at Orchest. Well, you know, you have the Nightmares, you have the Orchest monsters as well. So there's definitely potential of getting to that particular 8 mark, right? But the beautiful thing is that, of course, it's searchable off a Format Skipper, and it's not really your win condition. It's not a win condition, it's just, okay, if you're able to search it out, you're one off. It can just sit in your hand. Let's say your opponent has like Winged Dragon or Sphere mode, or has multiple outs, multiple options to get rid of your field. He has multiple links, maybe a lock on the field, and then boom, you can drop this boss, you can drop this big beast on the field and kind of rearrange or restart the entire duel, I guess, if you can call it that way. Anyway, so going for the first turn, I think, yeah, the Strudo again is something I added recently, getting the one-off negation here with the Boral Synchro, but again, this hand is fantastic, although that, what is it called, the, you know, the Ghost Ogre-like card, it gives you life points, forgot the name, you know which one I mean, over 30k life points, but doesn't really matter, right, you can have like 40, 50 or 100k life points if I have the advantage and I have multiple beat-sticks on the field and the opponents can't do anything. Eventually I'll just go for game, but this kind of backfires. The Kaiju is such a huge problem here, blocking the monster zone right to my Rusty Bardish, again preventing the Orcust Dingrisu to, you know, get a potential pop, and with of course my Rusty Bardish. And yeah, no negation off of the Boral Synchro, so yep, and you know, due to the Strudo I'm going to lose the Zool. He again nicely forces out the face down Fog Blade with the Phoenix, and there is indeed a Boral Sword, so there's GG well played. The Strudo kind of backfires, or backfired here in this situation, but whatever, right. Another example here, hopefully, you know, getting this beast on. Had more replays, but these were the most, how do you say it, at least the best, I guess, for this particular video. Again, going first, getting, you know, the standard Orcust shenanigans going. Again, was able to search out with, yeah, the A-vida with the format skipper indeed, and then some standard plays again, yeah, summon Sorceress, Rusty Bardish. Most of the time, if you're counting your, at least the amount of link monsters you have, you have like maybe 4 or 5 different link monsters. So if you really want to get this guy on the field, you somewhat have to rely on your opponent as well. And of course, if your opponent is playing like a link heavy deck, Selman Great in some way, Sky Strikers in some way, World Chalice, of course. I mean, World Chalice after turn 1, if they start, you can instantly drop this guy. But yeah, again, it's quite restrictive. So I don't feel, or I don't think you would play A-vida in your main deck. Maybe side deck, but there might be just better cards to get rid of your opponent's link field. And then again, it's quite restrictive, right? There are definitely better cards to get rid of your opponent's fields or prevent your opponent from making, you know, the huge fields in the first place. Anyway, so Boral Sword, okay, I guess it's fine. Sanctum for side doesn't really matter too much because of the Orcust Climax, the Infinity Barrier for Orcust. And again, this, no, I should be able to attack for a game. So nope, the third replay, not, but I still have one replay ready, and I'm honest, of course, this was the only replay I was able to get that guy on the field and to use its effect for a, can I call it like a good cause, if that makes sense. So last replay, going first here, you know, again, Cerberus, Mermaid, etc, etc. Okay, Impermanent is fine, still have the follow-up play with the, you know, the danger into Thunderbird. Sky Blaster is probably one of those cards that's going to get restricted or banned soon. Okay, this time the Saryuja definitely worked out quite nicely, getting those extra draws, and of course a special summon. Not really sure what card I eventually special summoned. Was it the Metal Snake? I believe it was Metal Snake. Anyway, standard plays again, getting or going for Rusty Bardish, getting the extra special summons, but the main goal, getting the Dingrisu on the field and making the Link Orcust. So my climax here is live, and of course the one of extra negation here with the Fog Blade as well. So okay, Thunder, the Batteryman I get is fine, it's not really threatening. Gold Sark is fine. I still have the, you know, the combo with Dingrisu and Rusty Bardish. I have Fog Blade set, I have Climax set, so I still have so many negations left. So like a Colossus or Titan isn't really that big of a deal. Okay, so but Phoenix is a problem, and I have to negate it with Fog Blade, prevent the draw. Good play on his part. The DD Crow is something that I did not expect, and the DD Crow will keep him in the duel. So the fusion is fine, going for Titan, okay, that's all cute. Trying to call for Dingrisu special summon here by banishing level 3, but the unexpected DD Crow. But again, I think it's cool. Still have Fog Blade in my graveyard to special summon the Rusty Bardish. Still have Metal Snake for the potential extra pluses. Have you know, the what is it called, the boots, I believe, in my hand. So do top deck into a big I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to not going to say that particular word, but drop A-vida, kind of, you know, just new game state, I guess, getting the extra searches first with Rusty Bardish, is searching other fog blades, and during my bonus turn banish the Orcust Climax, searching the Orcust level 4, using the Destiny Draw, and again my engine is again have my full extra deck at access, so this again is my game. The Colossus is definitely not a problem to get over. So again, this is currently on my list. Like always, feel free to leave suggestions. This new card, this new boss monster, A-vida, the Dual World Crafter, is a decent card, but the summoning condition is just far too hard. Will it see competitive play? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.